Imagine waking up 1 year from now. Same habits, same excuses, same problems, same dreams that never became reality. And let me tell you something. Most people stay average not because they're stupid, not because they lack talent or because they're unlucky. They stay average because they spend their whole life waiting to feel ready. And guess what? The feeling never gonna come. Like, think about it. How many times have you said, I start next week? I start when I get motivated. I start when life gets easier. But what if people who change their lives don't wait for motivation at all, huh? And that's what we are going to talk about today. And I can assure you, by the end of this video, you're gonna realize the thing that's holding you back isn't your circumstances. It's something much closer, like you. Okay, let's start with a simple question. Why do almost everyone want success, but only a few achieve that? You know, at first the answer might seem so obvious, like because they're smarter, because they have better connections, or because they were born with advantages. And honestly, sometimes that's true, okay? But if talent was everything, every gifted student would become successful. And if intelligence was everything, every smart person would have become wealthy. And if motivation was everything, everyone would be successful in January 1st, right? But that's not what happens, okay? Because motivation creates excitement, discipline creates results. And most people are addicted to excitement, not progress. Look at the gym in January. It's full, right? Everyone is excited, they are motivated, and they are dreaming about their future body. But by February, most of them disappear. What happened? The goal didn't change, the gym didn't disappear, the dreams didn't disappear, but their emotions did. And because they depended on motivation, they quit when motivation left. But here's where things get interesting. Let's say you're smarter than most people. Let's say you understand discipline and you really want to improve yourself. Then that should solve the problem, right? Not exactly, because here's your biggest enemy: comfort. Human beings are designed to seek comfort. Thousands of years ago, that helped us survive, conserve energy, stay safe, avoid danger. But the modern world created a strange problem. Now comfort is available 24/7. Unlimited entertainment, unlimited scrolling, unlimited distractions. The average person can spend 6 hours on their phone and feel busy without accomplishing anything. And that's dangerous, because comfort doesn't look dangerous. It feels good. That's why so many people don't even realize they're stuck. Like, imagine you are driving towards a cliff. If someone points a gun at you, you're gonna react instantly and get away. But if you are driving 1 inch closer to the cliff every day, you won't even notice. And that's how average lives are built. Not through dramatic mistakes, but with tiny decisions repeated for years. 1 more hour scrolling, 1 more excuse, 1 more tomorrow. And here's the crazy part. Most people know this. They already know they're wasting time. So why don't they just stop? Because I'm not a problem, honey. Their identity. You know, most people try to change their actions. There's a few people who change their identities. For example, someone says, I want to start reading. They start reading for 3 days, then I quit. Why? Because deep down, they still see themselves as someone who doesn't read. Another one says, I want to get fit. They go work out for 1 week, 2 weeks, then they stop. Why? Because deep down, they still identify themselves as someone who is fat, who is unhealthy, and needs exercising. James Clear talks about this idea in his book, Atomic Habits. He says real change happens when behavior becomes part of your identity, not when it's just a temporary challenge. Think about it. A smoker trying to quit says, I'm trying not to smoke. A non-smoker says, I don't smoke. Did you hear the difference? Right? It might sound small, but psychologically, girl, that's massive. One person is fighting themselves while the other one has become someone new. And that's why so many self-improvement attempts just fail. But even if you understand this, there's still another trap. The belief that you still have time. Many of it. Years, decades, plenty of opportunities. But reality doesn't work that way, honey. The average human life feels long when you're looking forward, and it feels short when you're looking back. That's why so many people waking up in their 30s, wondering where their 20s went, waking up at their 40s, wondering where their 30s went, and waking up at their 60s, wondering where their life went. And that's terrifying. And that's not because time moved faster. It's just because they thought they have more of it. Researchers studying happiness and regrets consistently find out people's biggest regrets often come from inaction. The things they never tried, the risks they never took, the opportunities they never pursued. Not of failures, but of missed chances. Because a failure teaches, but inaction leaves questions. The questions that haunts you for decades. Like, what if I started? What if I tried? What if I never quit? And thousands more what ifs that nobody knows the answer. Nobody, but only your future self. So let's come back to the question we started with. Why do most people stay average? Because they wait for motivation. Because they choose comfort over growth. Because they don't change their identity. Because they assume they have more time than they actually do. And every day they tell themselves that they'll start tomorrow. But you know what? Tomorrow is the favorite word of average people. The people who transform their lives start before they're ready. They start scared, confused, and imperfect. But they start. So here's my challenge for you. Forget the next year, the next month, the next week. What's that one thing you've been avoiding? That one workout, that one decision. Do it today. Because every day you delay becoming the person you want to be, you're practicing to be the person you already are. The choice is yours. Who are you training yourself to become? Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And find your glow.